Hi, everyone. A double header between Pakistan and West Indies, followed by India versus South Africa. There we go. Pakistan, West Indies, followed by India versus South Africa. We obviously still are taking into account the fact that we have Australia versus Sri Lanka was last night, and we know Sri Lanka won resoundingly against Australia, which caused a real big kerfuffle. Then, of course, we got the match between Pakistan and West Indies. It's actually showtime here. We're looking at the commentary. Shahnawaz Dahani receives his ODI cap from Shaheen Afridi. That's just happened. There we have it. So there we have it. So I can look that up. I'll just copy that. And then look at that there. Paste it. There we have it. Just join us here. That's just happened. It's called a dead rubber, but Shahnawaz Dahani is set to make his debut today. That's a big deal, isn't it? Should be a big deal. For Pakistan viewers, it should be a huge deal. A person making his debut for his country is probably none other than the biggest thing that you could ever have. Let's be honest. It is really, really a big deal. Let's never, ever deny the glory of playing and watching your first performance as a player. I think it's pretty impressive. I was just looking at a picture from here. And they get it from Shaheen Afridi, who's obviously in his own purple patch of form. It can only be a big thing. As it would be for any Indian cricketer. Any cricketer, any note, it is a big deal to get your cap. Let's be honest. Lovely moment. Lovely moment. So where are you all, guys? You're not making comments. Hats off to the Sri Lankans there. They've done very well in their previous match, haven't they, against Australia? And there's several efforts going on. We've got to just see if we can keep on track of the selection. So Pakistan have won the toss and have opted to bat. They've made two changes with Shahnawaz Dahani coming in for Shaheen Afridi and Hassan Ali returning to the side for Haris Rauf. So they're resting Shaheen Afridi and Haris Rauf to allow Shahnawaz Dahani and Hassan Ali to come back on the side. So that's a pretty fair situation. Obviously, letting two of their leading players so far in the series have a bit of a break. I think that's a great selection against the West Indies side that have not proven to be much chop. Let's be honest, it's not really good. Obama Babu, how are you? Glad to see you here. Moved across, or you were on the previous platform? I'm not sure whether you're on the previous platform. Some great television viewing here on a number of them. Pakistan will bat first. A lot of positives there. We've got Australia versus Sri Lanka coming to a head yesterday. I told you yesterday that Shanawaz Dani would be playing. You did, and he's playing. It's in the West Indies side yet. Multan, which is south of Lahore, is it? I meant Mosen wasn't exactly sure. It's in the Punjab region, but is it south of Lahore or what? Oh, yeah. Tell us what your thoughts are. Where is it located? 25 minutes before that match starts. We'll see. We'll paste that. It's too much to paste. Maybe too much to paste. Is it? No, it accepts it. It's good. So it has cut out a bit of it. Of course. There is I think finally England have found a really good top order. Alex Lees looks really good. He does. He does indeed. A bit of a different flavour. The England match is on, yes. I'll keep you abreast of that. But we are going to follow Pakistan West Indies. I'm just waiting for the West Indies side to be provided. I haven't seen that yet. Pakistan have had a great run of wins of late. England are now Ollie Pope's on 65. Alex Lees is on 42, 112. Bubba Way unrated, probably the king of the modern day cricket. I would argue that's pretty true, along with Joe Root. They both are in pretty good nick. Let's just see if I can how can I do this? Create a banner. I can still go with that there. We can go that one as well. We can just put that, I'll just get that edit 1 for 112. Keep score of that. Go for that. Put the banner. Just create a banner. We'll put the Pakistan v West Indies. Can't spell. West Indies followed by India v South Africa. Now, this is going to be a bit of a different feel about this. It's going to be a bit cross-purposed. Add banner. Okay. So Pakistan versus followed by India versus South Africa. And on the bottom, you'll see the England series totals. There we go. How did Smith play yesterday? He played solidly. I wouldn't say it was spectacularly, but solidly. I told you Smith would say that, yeah, but they lost the match, didn't they? So I don't know whether it was necessarily good enough. Wasim Jr. is better than Hassan and all of okay. Maybe. We'll see how Hassan Ali he was tremendous there for quite a while, actually. Wasn't he? I need to edit that. And then let's try that. Oh, for another banner. Oh, no, I can't do that. And the other 1 to 12. There we go. 2 going. See, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Mitchell Marsh out for 2 months. Is that right, Steve? I didn't hear that. I need to find out more of that. So Alex Lee's on 42. Ollie Pope's on 65. They're 112 England. I run to get his debut today. Well, let's hope. He ain't the new ball bowler, and I'll probably hard to see how Pat could use him to his full potential. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. It's still just 2 hours and 50 minutes away from that match. In the interim, though, Pakistan versus West Indies. West Indies have actually picked their side. I can see. Just quote the West Indies side here. Shy Hope again, the wicketkeeper, and prolific run scorer actually too for his team. Cole Mayers opened the batting with him with Shamar Brooks, Nicholas Puran, Rovman Powell, Romario Shepherd, Casey Carty, Akil Hussain, Jaden Seals, Hayden Walsh, Chemo Paul. I'm sorry, that's a bloody under par West Indies team if ever seen. That's a shocking looking team. It's not the standard they should be playing. It's disgraceful. Not happy with that team at all. It's awful. Makes the whole thing a bit of a joke. Is a sumptuous talent, Norman. I can assure you he will prove something himself. Just so, let's wait and see. I'm waiting to see him play. So, Pakistan versus West Indies, followed by India versus South Africa. England are now 1 for 112. It's all happening here, guys. It's all happening indeed. Let's just hope we get a bit more of a crowd happening with us. That's the question that I've got. Certainly a lot of interest on this whole night of cricket, actually. It's a long weekend in most countries. West Indies are over dependent on Shy. I hope they would be. Hemant Shirella, why are you knocking what Ahmed Raza is saying? Well, wait and see. You don't know. How do you know? Do you know he's like him? I don't think you know him at all. Let's have a look here. Looking at some of the analysis on this. Well, that's not true. We're 7.6. $186. All right. 3. Well, some pretty amazing looking totals there. I'll have to wait and see how this goes. No big names this time than whatever WS got. Oh, it's not we West Indies got. I barely recognise half the names in the team. It's very embarrassing. That's not a true series. The Trent Bridge Test heading towards a draw. Uncle Nake, I think it's just a little bit too early to say that. England could stumble. They're still 450 runs behind. They could be all out another 100 runs, 200 runs, giving New Zealand a major advantage. Let's not discount that just yet. Let's not discount Pakistan versus West Indies, followed by India versus South Africa. That's what I want to see. Banners. I don't like the colour of that banner. Let's create another banner, intro banner. So it's Pack the West Indies, followed by India v South Africa. That might be a better banner. Okay. That's a better banner. That's I like that better. It's a bit more subdued, I think. Certainly a lot there. Okay. I thought Australia first time it's at 2 p.m. No, that's not today. The next ODI between Australia and Sri Lanka is when? Let's have a look here. I have that. It's not today. I think it's a few days away, as a matter of fact. It's a few days away. Let's look here. Matches. Where is it? India versus South Africa. So it's Afghanistan. I'm not showing it for some reason. Matches. Where is it? Okay, so somewhere. Okay, it's that one. T20s. No, it's not for some time actually. No, it's not for some time. 14th is Tuesday. Okay, so that's okay. Thank you, Emmy, you've helped me out. So the game is on the 14th, which today is the 12th. So it's 2 days away before that first ODI. So not now at all. So Malik will make his debut. I think there will be. I want Travis in the ODIs against Sri Lanka because he's fearless cricketer. Yeah, I think he'll be there. Let's get back to this game. Pakistan versus West Indies. So Pakistan are now. They should romp this game in, shouldn't they, really? It should be a pretty straightforward victory. They're playing as the second string bloody West Indies side, to be really honest with you. Very disappointing looking side. Pakistan chose to bat, as we said. We'll see some Pakistan fireworks. Pope and Lees resumed promisingly for England. The next match between England and it's still 11:30, so that's another 2 hours and 44 minutes away. So are we going to last it long? I'm not sure. Let's hope we can. All right. In England match, we'll have just follow that scoreline. 124 here. Ollie Pope on 70. Alex Lees is very close to scoring a 50. So, yes. The score is chugged along nicely. There's one for 124. That's pretty impressive. Their partnership is now England is still trail by 429 runs, so it's not that close. So what the scorecard? The first wicket fell at 6, so this partnership is really 118. Pretty impressive with Lees on 49 and Ollie Pope rampaging away there on 70, and Root hasn't even batted yet. So that's pretty impressive. Matt Henry's rather expensive. 10 South, he's been solid. Yes, well, Pakistan are about to start their match in some 13 minutes' time, and they're batting first. That'll be fireworks. There'll be some nice fireworks going on there, let's hope. If Pope gets a century, he gets a lot of confidence in his career. Oh, I think so. Big move for him. Big move for him. A huge move, actually. Let's just see what I can get on my Foxtel. We're lacking some coverage there for a while. Grant Anderson, I don't know who Grant Anderson is. Okay, that's what we're looking at. What are we looking for? The Foxtel. Foxtel, say Foxtel? What they're actually showing in terms of live television. It's just, yeah, okay, they're finally putting England. Thank God for that. Lee's looking very strong on his 49. Pope now 71. The score is 1 for 125. So we've moved along a little bit here. 1 for 125. Are they showing the other cricket? Matty Johns. Lee's is desperately trying to get his century. 50 at least. Yeah, they're not showing the match between Pakistan and West Indies, which is a bit sad, but we'll keep abreast of that for sure. Farhan, hello, sirs. Take my name, please. Of course, Farhan. Hashtag Farhan. Of course. Are you subscribed to the channel? Is my question. That's important for me. Lees seems to be all tied up on 49. Pope on 71. 1 for 125. England doing well at the moment. It is a bit early. There, Farhan. Tell us more about yourself. Pakistan's game about to start in 10 minutes' time. Then about 2.5 hours later, India will play South Africa. Currently, Alex Lees looks defensive, but that's for sure. Is keeping one end up here. He's on a score of 49. Alistair Cook, no, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say he's Alistair Cook. Brendan McCullum, sitting in the corner there, taking notes. He's at the helm of England cricket now. Although it's early days, they won the first match, but the second match they probably are here. So the 40th is Tuesday. That's Australia versus Sri Lanka in the ODI. 5 ODIs, and they play 2 tests at Gaul. So the 5 ODIs include matches in Kandy, as in Pallacalla. They go back down to Colombo and play there again, I think the last 2 or 3. Cole Jamieson, none for 20 over 6 is back on. 505 and Fox's Pakistan versus. Oh, there we go. Good on you, Robert M. There we go. I'm glad you just mentioned that. They're very good. I'm wondering where that was. 505. I haven't got 505. I've got 504. Oh, here we go. There we are, Pakistan versus Winter. It's good to see them doing that. I'm very glad. Very glad. So 505 on Foxtel here in Australia has Pakistan versus West Indies. We've got the test match in 502. And for heaven's sake, India will come on later. Alex and Multan both are 29 years of age. Well, that doesn't say very much about Australia because Marcus Harris is no longer going to play Test cricket. What's my view? Why cricket in Australia and England is dying? This is an impossibility. No, Australia and England cricket is not dying. That's not true. Not by any means. Not by any stretch of the imagination is it dying as such. No. Pakistan. Harris Ralph is not in the team today, nor is Shaheen Afridi. We have a debutant there, and Hassan Ali is back. Now, Australia and England have really good players. The cricket in England is outstanding. You're right. Nicholas Pooran, captain of very, very substandard West Indies side. I'm sorry. They're not going to do well at all in the World Cup. They're going to be shat on. We're in the ground. Multan here in the middle of where Multan's obviously where Insamam Al Haq was originally from, I believe. Why is cricket limited to 10 to 12 countries? It isn't limited to 12 countries at all, Ali Shah. Bubba scored 77 in the last match. He's prolific as well. Shahnawaz Dani is so suave, frenetic, and sophisticated personality. Okay, what be good to see. Himanshu, I can't find that much crowd on stadium. What's another joke? Okay, Himanshu, stop the jokes. It's not it. Let's just give this a chance. We've got India to talk about as well. India's lineup will Malik get a Guernsey? You'd hope so. The ground looks very. So at the moment in Super League of 2023, Bangladesh are first, Afghanistan second, England third, Pakistan fourth, West Indies fifth. I don't know how this works. ICC Men's Cricket World Cup Super League. Okay, India, Australia, Ireland, Sri Lanka, New Zealand, South Africa. I don't quite understand how this works. Have you heard about this Super League? So what's your view on Malik? I think he's going to be a future star. He's fast enough, his speed's enormous, which is a rare commodity, and very much Shoaib Akhtar-like. So Imam and Baba together, 120 balls. West Indies didn't look any good at all. How do you know, Himanshu? How do you know? Have you seen him play? Don't judge. Okay, let's be careful, right? Let's not start the banter now. If it's got to be good banter, not bad banter, okay? So Hashim Amla, Baba and Imam Al Haq have got the highest ever average partnerships in ODIs, minimum 2,000. So they have an 80-run partnership between Baba Azam and Imam Al Haq, better than Hashim Amla and Avi de Villiers, Kohli Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan, Kohli, Hashim Amla, and Faf du Plessis. That's pretty impressive. 27 innings together, 2,000 runs now, average of 80. Amla and de Villiers got 3,000 runs at 45 innings. Yeah, so I'm Indian. When will he come here? As soon as possible. Block and yeah, Mark should be careful, okay? Okay. Himanshu, relax. Okay. Most wickets. Akil Hussain Alzari Joseph. Blessing Muzarbani. Okay, this is some World Cup Super League. I don't know very little about what it actually is. Adam Zampa, the Craig Young from Ireland, Andy McBride, Josh Little, Russian Khan. Okay, let's look here. Pitch looks very, very dusty to me. It's got batting paradise, I'd say. Mohammad Nawaz has bowled some great left-arm bowling, got quite a few wickets, 4 for 19, in fact. As we speak, let's just see what the score is between England and. I can actually do that. I can actually put several on here. There's several matches going at once. Why don't I do that? silly me not to do that. Get that plugged in. Where's the plug for this? One plug there and another plug here. Yeah, that's always plugged into here, is it? Let's just get this going. There's some power in there. We can have several phones going at once. I'll tell you, so let's so we can put the
runs a piece in the first one.
People would sort of look at a surface like this.
well, look, we can have three running at once here. We can have I've got three channels running at once here now, guys. I've got the three of them running at once now. I've got the Pakistan one in the distance there. I'm on the one for 134. Lee's on 56 now. Pope's on 71. So it's all happening, guys. Let's get this edit going. Both players now are in their 50s. Lee's got 56, Pope 72, one for 135. This is now starting to become a bit of a, well, certainly not one-sided. One for 135. The 40th over Lee's on 56, Pope on 72. Pakistan side, Fakhar Zaman, Imam Al-Haq, Babar Azam, Rizwan, Harris, Kushadul has played well, Shadab, and Nawaz Osman Jr. Osman Jr. is next in the side. Why am I defaming? I'm not defaming our players. Who is a better? Well, at the moment, Bubba's better than at the moment. I think so, Alistair Cook. I think you're right. Okay, I see. I don't bag any players. Okay, so Lee's is on 60 now. It's just hard to keep up with it. The scoring runs freely. Lee's on 60, Pope's doing 2. We're looking at the moment where Shaheen Afridi gives the cap to Dahani there. They're starting off now with Pakistan about to bat. We've got Alim Dar as in his 216 men's ODI. He's standing in 216. It's pretty impressive. Lee 60, Pope 72, 139. Then you've got Pakistan going into bat there with the West Indies attack about to come into bowl. They're all arm in arm, but I need more than that if they're going to have any luck in this match. When we see 2020 World Cup, was that probably what? I'm tired. I think so. They'll all be gone by then. I will do that. Thank you. Why they make reaction video in the public? I'll do that. When I get some time, I'll do that. A lot of things going on at the moment. A lot of things. So Fakhar Zaman is in his 59th match. He scored 24 for 55 runs. Black Lives Matter. West Indies are down there doing that. Alzari Joseph open the bowling. There's Jaden Seals, age 20. He looks like a young up-and-coming bowler, right on fast medium for West Indies, only 20 years of age. Multan Stadium. Very impressive. Any of the Pakistan grounds are impressive. They have like a status about them, like a formidable feel about them. It's quite impressive, actually. Live from Multan Cricket Stadium and live from Trent Bridge. And I'm also here in Sydney, Australia. And we've got matches coming out from Cuttack later tonight. Oh, I think of the third phone running. If you were to see what I'm doing here, it's quite funny actually. I've got. I'll try and show you. It's quite an amusing sight actually. My first camera shot here. This is what I'm watching here at the moment. It's quite an amusing little. I'll put that on Facebook or I'll put it on YouTube. It's on YouTube. And Bill Willie wants to shop at Mr. B, 59 million. My God. There we are. So, Seals, I'm not sure how he pronounces his name. To fuck on him. There it is. Get back on the screen there. Sorry, guys. Should go there. Start it again. Sorry. I found 4. Okay. The phone's coming in my ears at the moment. Go Foxtel? It's Foxtel. No. All right. So, at this point in time, well, we have got that. Okay, I'll have a little look at that. It's quite imposing. I'm going to put a photograph up just to see how many games are going at one time here. So 3 matches. 1 live show. There we are. It's quite funny, isn't it? There we go, back to Foxtel. So, if not Imran Malik or Ashdeep Singh should get a chance. No, I think one of those, I would say that there's 2 going. I think both of them will go get a Guernsey. So, Lees is on 67. Molly Pope's on 73. This is just rattling along as the score there. And after 6 deliveries, Fakar, his bowl, has faced of Seals. Didn't score a run. And Chemo, Paul right on fast met him, also age 24, both young guys. Not heard of either of them, to be really honest. One for what? What's the score there? 1 for what? God, the game against Pakistan's been very quiet. No runs off the first 6 deliveries. Awfully slow start. Oh, Jesus, something happened there. The ball's, Imam's just taking the ball in the gloves there, I think. It's hitting jacked up. So 1 for 147. Ollie Pope 73, Alex Lee 67. They still trail England still trail by 406 runs. The other match, the ball for Imam popped up quite a bit and took him off guard. Zaman's in there with him. That's the reason why he's so annoyed. Yeah, it's true. But the Australian team, yes, Fox Sports is telecasting. You're right. It was both Pakistan West Indies game and the England New Zealand game. And I'm assuming there's a little flick there by Imam Al Haq to the boundary for 4. First runs. Yes. Still 2.5 hours away from the Indian game. The test match is going on there with Matt Henry and under 40. Lee's on 67, letting the ball go. Imam just flicked that beautifully down the leg side there to the boundary in the white ball game. Again, these players, I'm not sure who they are. As per ICC Web, Baba has 2700s and 1900s against Zimbabwe. West Indies Sri Lanka. That please don't compare Baba with her. Cricket, I don't know. Talking about right now, at this very moment in time, he's up there. Birstall is a huge force in world cricket. We all know that. Brilliant player, 70 odd tests and ODIs and 20s. Amazing results. Imam Al Haq had a fantastic series against Australia. Let's just continue that way. Australian football team reached the semis of AFC Asia Cup under 23s. Okay. That's very impressive. Imam Al Haq is facing Paul. Oh, it was wide, Alex. It was a massive wide. Humongous wide. Scored 1 for 147 here. But Lee's on 67, Pope on 73. Lee's has slowly caught up to Pope. And there it is. Lee's has just nicked it off Matt Henry, the first slip. The second wicket has fallen. I think that was actually Mitchell who took it. Lee's caught it first slip for 67. Full ball, it was way away from him. Straight into Mitchell's hands. Lee's is annoyed with himself. I think Granny can have success in Cisco. Yeah, he will. Yeah. I agree totally. England now. Edit 2 for 147. They just lost Lee's. Regulation catch behind. It's a first slip at least. He's happy with his 67. He should be. But still 406 in arrears here. Still 406 in arrears. Here comes Joe Root. Lee's has gone up. Already went that up, gosh. Joe Root very happily is coming out of the scoreline. It was his 2 for 147. He normally comes in a lot earlier than that. Pope on 72. No one call it. No one rather. Sri Lanka play better cricket than Pest in 220 series. Well, Sri Lanka, certainly improved their way after that match Yes, but they're not still far from up there. Pakistan are a better playing side. Searles had a maiden in his first over. Joe Root. 119 test matches. 10,015 runs. Average of 49.58. Pretty bloody good. He's got himself off the market medley with a single, maybe two here. Yeah, he's getting two for that. Hard work is the key to success. I mean, Raza, that's exactly right. Australia, England, New Zealand cricket is very humble, but Pakistan cricket is ego. No, I don't know about the egos. Not Razul, Hassan. I don't know. I think Pakistan players and Sri Lankan players got very humble guys, actually. Matt Henry breakthrough. Mitchell can't do a thing wrong at the moment. Matt Henry's come on and certainly troubling route there. If Wade not made 26 runs in T20, Australia lose 2-1 in the test. Yeah, well, maybe. Any cricketers are like Farhan, that's right. Any cricketers are like celebrities, which is good and bad for them. Oh, that ball came in and cut away. What a good delivery from Matt Henry. Pakistan none for 6. Imam on 5. Fakar yet to score. Pope's on 73. 1 for 149 is the score. Sorry, not 1 for, it's actually 2 for 149. 2 for 149, okay. With Kyle Jamieson coming involved. Oh, that looked pretty damn close, actually. Healthy edge. Straight down the throat of Neville. And there's Imam's instead of 4. He moves to 9. Scores 10. So try this double-header format with Pakistan, West Indies, followed by India. So there we go. See how it goes. I've got England, New Zealand looming as well. Oh, big figures. Shy Hope. Does he drop the ball? So Pope's on 75 now. He's got another 2 runs there. I'm keeping up with this. It's been hard to keep up with all this going on here at once. Play against Zimbabwe. It's hard work no matter who you play for. But what's that? He's got lost 2 series at home versus Australia. Lost 6. No, look, you can't not Pakistan. They're up there. Don't you worry. They're going to be more of a threat than you think. So was India. So was Australia. The 4th side in the semi-finals of the T20 World Cup will be who? England or New Zealand? Wait and see. Pope 75 not out. Root 2 not out. 2 for 151. Still 400 plus runs behind. Trailing by 402 at England. Against New Zealand, that's a lot of runs. Even though they gave themselves a great start. Oh, that was close. India versus South Africa. We used to see how that goes later on today. Very much just England, New Zealand, South Africa, Australia always send B teams against Pakistan. That's not necessary. No, Australia did not send the B team against Pakistan. No way. West Indies have, and they're getting thrashed. England will be a little bit careful here. They lose Pope and a few more. They'll not score 500. Joe Richardson is a different ball in the ODIs. If you remember, he's unbelievable Shepherd's Shield. Well, we'll wait and see how he goes in Manchu. Joe Richardson is a good bowler. Kane, wouldn't agree with. No, I think he's not as he's standard type of bowler. Pakistan are dawdling in their fourth over, and they scored 11 runs. Lee's out for 67, Crawley for 4, Pope not at 75, Root 2, Bairstow, Stokes, folks. So those three go. We're going to have a bit of a collapse here. Still 400 runs to go. Long, long way. Root's capable. Pope seems to be capable. Very sunny looking. Indeed, it's very, very sunny looking. Paul in the bowl to Fucker, who has not scored a run yet. He's just scored his first run now. It's a fairly ordinary looking series, to be honest. What am I looking for now? Oh, I'm sure that Pope shot was any good. So I can get. I've got 4 phones running here. 4 phones. I got it up there. Yeah.
Project management is all about bringing your team.
I haven't got anything there. Pakistan are also like in there. Well, Rowan Coley, it is. It is. You can't say that. You cannot say that. Joe Rich just did a scintillating off drive to the boundary. Moves on to 6. Scores 2 for 155. That was Root at his best. He is his element here. As long as he keeps his head. There's no one there. Or has he dropped? Has he dropped it? Has Root been dropped? What happened there? I think he's been dropped. Oh, Blundell's not happy. Has he hurt his hand or what's going on here? No, I don't think he touched it. It's hit him on the fingers, though. Hit him on the point of the fingers. He might have damaged his finger. Extra pace was going on that ball, that's for sure. Who said that it's not going to play better? I guess. Well, look, horses are courses. We don't really know. It's not against each other. It's not the same competition. Who knows? It's very difficult to judge at this point, early stage of the game, in all fairness. Okay, so let's not judge that too heavily. It's 2 hours away from the game, India versus South Africa. 2 hours, 9 minutes. This Pakistan match has started at a very sluggish, slow rate. England and New Zealand's also gone rather sluggishly, although Lee's got out to a ball which too far away from his body, perhaps. Pakistan are having all sorts of problems getting runs here. They're into the fifth over and they're only 13 runs. Abnormally slow. England are currently still 150, 157, are they? I've got about this. 55, okay. Rich to set the ball to backward square. It was Pope, actually. Pope on 76. Nothing wrong with that for a score. England C team whitewash Pakistan. Well, Pakistan are a better side than America. I'm not going to take that you're saying they're not. Okay? Simple. Lots of interesting little moments here. Australia number one, they're certainly in the test arena, they are, yes. Isn't it? It's hard to judge what's really going on with all this. It really is. I'm trying to find that one that was there. Go to the other, and that little back icon, what they call the YouTube channel. They're rattling along here. It's quite impressive the way that the channel develops. The post-match one from Australia's got 8,200 people. It's just enormous numbers. I don't know why it's gone so crazily all of a sudden. One-day series will also compete between two long things. So it'll be interesting. It'll be an interesting series indeed. Rampage along. Absolutely rampage along. Pakistan are dawdling. None for 18 is extremely slow play. Extremely. Should be a trouble. That would be a good. Anjana, Malvia. That's a good series. Trying to work out what's going on here with the comments. No comments, okay. The live. quite astounding, actually. When the BBL will start? I think it's actually going to be a bit in December and early January. ICC just ranked Australia number 1, India 2, New Zealand 3. Yeah, I know they are. I totally agree. Pakistan are up there. Pakistan definitely up there. Here we go. Pakistan are non-freighting very sluggishly. 161. Baruch's now 7. Pope 78. Chugging along nicely. Williamson's elbow injury can damage Williams' career. I totally agree, Cricket. I think that's really his career looks. Smith, Williamson, Telestris, and Coley are problematic careers at the moment as far as injuries and performances are concerned, whereas Root seems to be in a purple patch. And obviously, Bobo Azam as well. New Zealand is better than Pakistan in Test cricket. Okay. We'll see. Pakistan none for 20 at the moment. Imam on 13, Fucker on 3, 4. After into the 6 over, very slow run rate indeed. Extremely slow run rate. All right, where are we going with this? It's now almost 9:30. Coming up to the first hour of this second broadcast. The match between India and South Africa is actually 2 hours away. Roots just pulled the ball quite nonchalantly there for 4. He's looking pretty ominous, is Root. Probably very keen to get runs. 165. Played well at Lords, no doubt. Pakistan none for 24 on their match. Almost 6 overs and gone. A very sluggish pace, barely 4 and over. They can certainly pick up the pace, we know that, but very conservative, if you ask me. Two for 165. 2 for 165. Root not out. 11. And Pope 78 not out. Henry's been belted to the boundary. Pakistan none for 24. Fakar is 8. Imam Al Haq is 13 after 6 overs. Very sluggish speed of that game. And MH is still 2 hours away. Yeah, Virat Kohli's very, very fit man. Very, very, very fit man. Very, very fit man. He's changed the whole fitness regime of Indian cricket, hasn't he? Very much so. England, sort of half an hour before their lunch break. And then 2 for 165, only having lost the 1 wickets this morning. Picked up 75 runs. Pope 78, not he'd be pretty happy. He'd want to convert this to 100 though. 24th October, the day Pakistan totally bamboozled, outclassed and dismantled Kenya. Well, let's see what October of 2022. Australian Ian Chappell said that please don't invite Pakistan on Australian shores because there is no comparison banks. Well, I don't think that's really a fair thing to say. Pakistan and Australia had a fantastic series in Pakistan recently, so I don't necessarily agree with that. Imam Al-Haq. It's turned out to be a great player in the long format and now the short format. Okay. It may have done it in Australia. You're talking about in Australia. Okay. They're actually playing this year again with the West Indies. We'll see how they go. I think they'll do a lot better than you think. Two 165. England are into the 47th over here. Healthy run rate. Still trailed by 388 runs. That's a mammoth amount of runs to be trailing, even though they lost 2 wickets. Root seems very confident. Pope's 78. He's extremely confident. Super improved, and he's an assumption what he is. Okay. India kicked off the away 2022 tournament says later this year. It's only 4 months away, guys. We will see. We will see. It's been going for an hour. Pakistan's form has been fairly. Run for 29. Imam's on 18. Fakhar's on 8. Multan Stadium. Root's motioning this. It's been 21 overs in this session for England today. And the opening session, 75 runs hit. And it's pretty solid after an hour and a half's play. And Henry took the ball that got Lees was particularly good. The ball that Bolt got Crawley was also very good. Hello, Don 007. You've joined us after an hour. It's now 5 o'clock in there. Okay. You made your point, Ryan Colley. You made your point. How am I? I'm good. Bit lazy, a bit tired, but otherwise good. England have stumbled a little bit here, 2 for 165. They lose a wicket here. Colley's on 11. Roosters on 8. They lose a couple of wickets here. Oh, it's going to be messy. Pakistan on for 30. Imam Al-Haq 18 and Fakhar at 9. And he also scored 200 for none versus Pakistan. Yeah, they do. You can pick good moments when Pakistan have been beaten, yes. It's quite a few that Pakistan can talk highly of as well. Fakhar Zaman needs to be cautious. He has to perform, otherwise Abdullah Shafiq is going to place him. I agree. Matt Henry's pace has been there, and Matt Henry's bowling bloody fast. And Blundell's having to deal with the pace. Yeah. Whereas just tickled it down to fine leg, or not to fine leg, to third man. Oliver's been very well for long, but yes, he has. Roots now moves on to 15. 2-1-6-9. Score. Shaheed got a rest for a long period of time. Yeah, he did. So they also get their flat next sessions. What you wonder. Ahmed. Roots on 15, looking his normal sort of secure self. Pope 78. We had Alex Lees on 67. Yeah, missed out on another chance to get a big score. The toss between India and South Africa won't be until 11 o'clock, so it's another hour and 24 minutes away before the toss. Will I last that long? I don't know whether I will. Ask me questions, guys. We've got to keep me motivated. Blundell's keeping's not been too good. He's been missing a lot of balls behind. He's getting the ball on his fingertips rather than his hand. That one there as well. He's been missing a lot of balls. Look, guys, just enough. I'm not going to read any more comments if they're going to be abusing each other, okay? And he's having a time with Bobby Hill. He took a great catch the first slip there. Hook. 6. Yeah, it's a 6, all right. Pakistan now none for 37. I'm warming up 24. Focus slower on 10. Crunched it. Pre-2000s cricket, Ali Shah, I'm much before pre, no doubt. Much bigger love for that cricket. That was my time. I loved it then. No doubt. No doubt at all. Not a problem. Farhan's making comments to old videos. Just trying to find out what's the actual point three. That's pretty amazing. Takes the number 37 there. Just guys, just avoid each other, please. Just keep talking about cricket. That's what should win out over all the comments that I'm saying. I'm not going to get into those comments. It's just not worth it. Live double. We did. A double header. We're calling this a double header, guys. Why? Why am I calling it a double header? Tell me why it's called a double header. So you guys can get along to start with. So I would like to see you do. Whereas Christopher, Virat said truth, okay. Whereas Christopher is out with his friends. Big time. God, things are slow. The Trent pitch looks like a flat one, or the bowling's been. I think it's a bit of a combination, to be honest. But it looks pretty much like a flat track. So does the Multan pitch too, by the way. It's like a flat track as well. Love the header. Okay. Preview was one with 4. That's 3. Watch. Amazing. Just amazing, guys. Just the stats that you see. I see. I'm in Brazil. Where are you going? Don't you go anywhere? I thought it'd be like. Guys, would you leave each other alone on this channel, please? Okay. Passing on for 42, careering along there quite happily. And England, let's see what England's. Also, I just saw the highlights of Zimbabwe. Luke Jongwe and Ryan Burl are really good. Yeah, there's a standard of cricket being played there that's acceptable. I wouldn't say it's brilliant, though. Still well, but below the other cricket being played. Let's not be fooled by that. There's a bit of a drop off there. England now 2 for 171. ICC World Rankings, Joe Root has gone to 2. Smith is 3. Bubba Azam is 4. Williamson 5. Corina at 6. Quaja 7. Robert 8. Head 9. Coley 10. Labuschane's number 1. I don't agree with it. Pakistan top 12 is excellent. It's a very, very good batting lineup. There's no doubt about that. All right, guys. We're not getting. I'll probably hang around until 10 o'clock, which is another 17 minutes. See how we go with India versus South Africa. I'd like to come back on for them, though. Ooh, Root 16. Pope 79. 2 for 171. Still 382 in arrears. In the Pakistan match today, 9 for 43 after 9. Bubba's yet to go in there, but Imam was on 25 and Podcast on 15. No, I think he's very well over. Okay. That's just true. For his scores out of this test, he'll be the number 1. I'd say he will be. I think it's a fair comment. Richard on 20 now. And we just hit a 4 there off Bolt. Beautifully caressed through the covers. Has he done it again? No, not that was stopped this time. Two for 175. Root's on 20 on out. He's already on his way. Hayden Walsh Jr., that's a friend of both Chris and Reg Vernon. Leggy. Root on 20. Pope 79. 2 for 175, the score. Right in the middle is also in the top 5, 20 batsmen. Yeah, I'll agree with it. I was kind of disappointed with Finch not getting anything sonus at last over. Yeah, that was crazy. After going 2 for 8, he would still over Kane Richardson, for sure. He would have slowed it up and out Fox, perhaps. Desrin, Shanika. Southeast come back on the bowl. Roots on 20, Pope on 79, 2 for 175. Roots just cruising this 20. Another game, Imam Huck's 26 not out. Fakar is 15, nothing for 44. Yet to see Bubba in that game, and we're now seeing Root here. 2 of the top ranked players now. Shanika played it out of his skin. Seriously, out of his skin. Out of his skin. Pope's frustratingly batting. He's not quite getting his way at the moment. And Huck's instead of 4, he's on to 30. Starting to move along. Why will Finch give his last over to a part-time if you front bowl isn't over? Well, Sebastian got 2 for 8. 2 for 8. There's nothing wrong with 2 for 8. He's in form. He should be able to be the one to bowl. Ricky Ponting's team versus current Australian team. I love Ricky Ponting's area. I do too. Ali Share, I would agree with him. I would say Richardson is a good bowler. Swanson will try well defending. Hey, look, it could have been a matter of the time, the form that they were in. Sometimes you're going to go with the form of the bowler at the time. The bowler's in form of that match, with the 2 for 8. Give them the next 2 overs. Ricky Ponting's team, well, it's history in the making. 50-run opening partnership here now between Fakhar Zaman and Imam Mahak. Imam's on 31, Fakhar's on 16 effect. Fakhar's instead of 4, he's now on 20. On 54 there. Blundell's not catching him cleanly. Pope's moved to 80. Score 2 for 176. Pope's on 80. Has a good ring to it. Unfortunately, has a dismissal ring to it. Oh, whopping big edge from Root. Root and Saudi only give you words to each other. Huge edge. Not a good shot at all. Root and said a few words to each other. I don't think they were more in jest. 2 for 180. Root's on 24. How to get Root out is a big question to quick right now. Well, they just nicked him to slip and didn't catch him. There was no one there. But one of the uphill death overs, I mean, once in literally. Okay. Yeah, Richardson is a good bowler, yeah. But yeah, I think that Silas has got that knack to come out of the woodwork. Spring bowlers struggle and flat pickers hit the next bowlers. I agree. Totally, Suresh. Root is the form who's like getting him out from the. Getting him out. Yeah. 11 minutes till lunch there. They put 90 on in this particular session. What happened there? That was Pope did not want that to happen. New Zealand are missing Wagner. I would agree with that. John 007, I would agree with that big time. Just the sort of player that would have come on now and wreck some havoc. We've got Multan there. Crowd out the front door. They're still getting in. Are they still getting in? Even though the game's already happening, there's a big crowd trying to get in. Bolt's getting somewhere. Root is the only player who making 100 from Fab 4 years. You're right. And Bad Bubba Azam's now including that 4 or 5. Brewer's playing very carelessly today. He's on 24. Been a bit edgy. Happy birthday, Jarvid Mandad. Jarvid Mandad's birthday today, June 12th. I'm June 10th, so he's another Gemini. Jarvid Mandad enclosure in Multan. And is the best cricket team in the world in all 3 formats combined. Yeah, you can agree with that. So Jarvid Mandad played from 1975 to 1996. He played 124 tests and 233 ODIs. Second highest run getter for Pakistan Test cricket, only behind Yunus Khan. Only batter in the world whose test average never fell below 50. 100 is pretty impressive. Oops, the ball's gone a bit astray there. single. They scored 91 in this session with only one wicket falling. So they were 1 for 90, then another 2 for 181. So they've been able to keep things intact. With Pope on 81, Root on 24, 2 for 181. There's only a matter of 8 minutes before the lunch break. Pakistan another for 57 in their match. Imam Al Haq 32 off 37. Fakar 22 or 30. The crowd's still making their way in, slowly but surely. Or are they not allowed in? Not sure what's going on there. The crowd's very slowly, not moving anywhere. Well, it's been away from that. Actually, is 19 away now. I'm interesting. There's no one in ODIs. Yeah, Australia's up there. I mean, I think that India is the best, certainly in the T20 format at the moment, ranking wise. Australia's not on a test, yes. You want to know what ODIs? Well, it's too early to see comparatively where they're at. No one better than Virat Kohli in modern test. Yeah, well, he's up there, absolutely. No, I can agree with that. Walsh Jr. made a Chris and Reg Vernon. England 2 for 181. Root 24, Pope 81. Pakistan none for 50. What would be 8 now with M. Marmel at 32 and fuck up 22. Oh, what happened there? Bizarre shot from Pope. The Indian match is still well over an hour and a half away. It probably won't last that long, guys. The danger zone 2 for 181. Route 24, Pope 81. Pope's trying desperately to get off the mark. We'll get a single or something, and he's not getting there. Why do we judge a player by only 100? Smith got 39 centuries and 11 90s. That's a good point. I'm literally surprised in the World Cup. Matthew Wade's lucky chum. He's got an IPL trophy. Yeah, he's had a bit of luck lately, hasn't he, the old Matthew Wade? Pope's got himself a single. Moves to 82. The score to 2 for 182. So he scored 82 runs. 92 in the morning session so far. Pakistan none for 60. They're cruising. Imran was on 34. Fakar's on 23. Roots hit the ball through the mid-wicket region for at least a couple. Then they go for 3. $185. Root to 27. He's cruising. Is Root happening yet another century? Like, well, I guess Mitchell does the same thing. Long way to go. Again, a drop ball by Blundell. He must be having a problem with those hands of his. Only 4 minutes to lunch. Pakistan none for 60 in their match. An hour and a half before the Indian match starts. England 2 for 185 with only some 4 minutes left to the break. They've scored 95. It's pretty impressive. A single there to Pope. Well, as did Australia destroyed McDermott's career. I don't think they will. I would agree with that. I think they won't need it. Amazing. What's the score here? 186. Root on 27 and Pope on 83. We have now, having missed in the first two games, fuck us, no one will score centrally. He's on 23. Well, Stark's got to come back from his webbing problem to have a chance now. Pope now on 84. Score 2 for 187. There's only what it says about just borderline 3. Mine says 2 minutes to go. Here says 3 minutes to go. Not long either way. I scored 97 in this session. Thanks a lot for 62 in the ODI. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, that looked like it. Oh, Root's being very. Oh, that's actually gone through the hands of Southie. So Southie has got some hand onto that. Awful shot by Root. Oh, I wouldn't be very impressed with that shot. He's got away with it. Oh, went through the hands of Southie. That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. It would have flown, but it was not a good shot. Root's very streaky today. Is George Bailey Australian selector? Yes, he's the head selector. Correct. I like McDermott, Inglis, Head, Green, Cummins, Smith, Stark. We'll see. Root's on 31 and a very messy 31, I would argue. 2 for 191. There's only a matter, well, I'm counting 1 minute to go. Could easily have been out. Very wide from Bolt, and Root's got a hold of that. That's heading for the boundaries on 35 now, and he's getting his skates on here. That was a poor shot, poor bowl, I should say. There you go, off at lunch. 2 for 95. 105 runs in the session. This is doing better in tests, Pakistan. Oh, even keel. Yeah, he was a good leader, for sure. So England now at 2 for 195 at lunch. 105 in the session after 20 overs. Root's on 35 and Pope's on 84. Pakistan up for 67 with MR on 38 and Fucker on 26. And I've been on for an hour and a half. It's 40 minutes. It's too long, guys. Okay, we're going to see each other. I might come back later, guys. See. An hour and a half time. But if I don't, thank you for your time today. I got England just had another 4. He's 42, scores enough for 71. Pope 84 not out. Root 35 not out. 2.95. All happening here at lunch. I'll just put the word lunch. At lunch. There we are. Yeah, for sure. England trail with 358 runs still. Emma 42, 43, actually 26. None for 72 after into the 14th over now. So, all right, guys, I'm heading off. I think I've had enough here. I think I've done my bit for the day. So look at the overall stat. One double header. All right. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll see each other. Have some water, sir. I will. Thanks, Donald. Thanks, best brother, because they were all. Let's all finish up now, guys. Have a great night. I'll talk to you tomorrow.